Why do the Japanese live so long? Senior health. Japan has over 90,000 people over the age of 100, more than any other country in the world. While Americans spend billions on gyms, supplements, and fitness apps, many still face chronic pain, joint problems, and cognitive decline after 50. Scientists from Harvard and Stanford have been studying Japan's longevity and found it's not because of genetics, diet, or intense workouts, but because of 6 gentle daily movements practiced consistently. It turns out, living long isn't about being strong, it's about moving wisely, consistently, and gracefully every single day. This isn't a hack. It's a way of life, one that Japan's elders have quietly mastered. Sampo. The art of slow, mindful walking. Sampo, or slow, mindful walking, is more than just a physical activity. It's a gentle form of moving meditation. You walk slowly, with awareness in every step, breathing in, holding for a moment, and exhaling in rhythm with your movement. There's no rush, no headphones, and no distractions. The goal is to bring your full attention to the simple act of walking, feeling the ground beneath your feet, the air on your skin, and the natural rhythm of your body. This deliberate pace has surprising benefits. Studies show that mindful walking can help lower blood pressure, improve balance, and strengthen the connection between the brain and body. It's also a simple way to relieve stress and restore mental clarity. When I tried walking this way on soft grass, I noticed how my thoughts became calmer and my body more relaxed. The tension I usually carry in my shoulders seemed to melt away, replaced by a quiet sense of peace and focus. In a world obsessed with speed, Sampo reminds us to slow down. You don't need to rush to feel alive, you just need to walk with awareness. As the saying goes, walk like the Japanese, don't run like the West. Slow down, breathe deeply, and let each step bring you closer to yourself. Sometimes, the slower you go, the longer and better you live. Radio Taiso. Japan's 3-minute national exercise every morning at exactly 6:30 a.m. Millions of people across Japan tune into the same radio broadcast, Radio Taiso, a brief yet powerful 3-minute exercise routine. It consists of 13 simple movements: arm circles, shoulder stretches, knee lifts, gentle bends, and twists. These motions might look easy, but together they form a perfectly balanced sequence designed to awaken the body, loosen stiff joints, and prepare the mind for the day ahead. Despite its simplicity, Radio Taiso has an impressive impact on health. The exercises help keep the joints smooth, improve flexibility, and reduce the risk of falls and chronic back pain, especially among older adults. Schools, offices, and neighborhood parks often hold group sessions where children, office workers, and the elderly move in unison to the upbeat piano tune that has become part of Japan's cultural rhythm. What's remarkable is how effective this short daily ritual can be. Studies and real-life examples show that people in their 80s who practice Radio Taiso regularly often maintain the shoulder and hip mobility of someone half their age. It's not about intensity but consistency, 3 mindful minutes each morning that strengthen both body and community. In a world where fitness trends come and go, Radio Taiso remains timeless proof that small habits, practiced together, can lead to lasting health and harmony. Deep squat rest. The power of sitting low in Japan. It's not unusual to see older people squatting deeply, reading a book, tending to their bonsai, or simply resting. This posture, known as the deep squat rest, might look simple, but it's a full body exercise in balance, flexibility, and strength. The key is to lower yourself slowly until your heels touch the ground while keeping your back straight and chest open. This deep resting position gently opens the hips, strengthens the knees, and improves pelvic stability. It also enhances balance and body awareness, which are crucial for maintaining mobility as we age. The posture stretches and activates multiple muscle groups at once, from the ankles and calves to the lower back and core. Over time, it helps you move with more ease and control in daily life. In Vietnam, squatting used to be part of everyday living too, from chatting in markets to cooking or resting outdoors. But as more people spend long hours sitting in chairs, especially after the age of 50, this natural ability starts to fade. A friend of mine, who's 55, began practicing a 1-minute deep squat each day. After just a month, his lower back pain noticeably decreased, and his movements became smoother. The deep squat reminds us that the simplest, most natural positions are often the most powerful. Sometimes, the way to heal isn't to add more, it's to return to how our bodies were meant to move. Single leg standing. The 1-minute balance prescription. In Japan, some doctors literally prescribe standing on one leg for 1 minute each day, as part of a wellness routine. It sounds almost too simple, yet this small daily habit can do wonders for the body and mind. Balancing on one leg activates key muscle groups in the legs and core, engages the inner ear to maintain stability, and even stimulates areas of the brain responsible for coordination and focus. Research has shown that people who practice single-leg standing regularly are less likely to experience hip fractures, falls, or balance-related injuries as they age. It's a form of preventive medicine, no pills, no gym membership, just 1 minute of mindful effort. When I first tried it, I could barely stay balanced for 10 seconds while brushing my teeth. But after 2 weeks of daily practice, I could stand firmly for 30 seconds without wobbling. The progress felt empowering, like my body was quietly relearning something it had forgotten. There's also an inspiring story of an 85-year-old man in Japan who still practices this every morning while washing dishes. To him, it's not exercise, it's simply part of life, an invisible ritual that keeps him strong and steady. Good balance means a healthy brain. Just 1 minute of standing on one leg each day can help you stand firm for the rest of your life. Floor sitting transitions. Training the art of getting up and down in Japan. Many aspects of daily life still take place on the floor, from eating and relaxing to sleeping on tatami mats. This means people regularly practice one of the most underrated forms of exercise, sitting down on the floor and standing back up. It's a simple movement, yet it challenges strength, balance, and coordination all at once. Researchers have found that the ability to sit down and stand up from the floor without using your hands is a powerful predictor of longevity. It reflects flexibility, muscle control, and overall body awareness. A study from Tsukuba University discovered that individuals who could perform this movement successfully tended to live, on average, 6 years longer than those who could not. It's a small act that says a lot about the state of your body and your independence. Practicing these transitions sharpens the connection between the brain, muscles, and spatial awareness. When I began trying it myself, I had to use my hands for support. But after a few weeks of daily practice, I was able to rise smoothly without help. The difference wasn't just physical, it also boosted my confidence and sense of control over my own body. If you can't stand up from the floor without assistance, chances are that someday you'll need someone's help for even simple tasks. Start training now. Mastering this humble movement may be the key to maintaining independence for life. Bonus: 1 minute, 1 habit, 1 change for a decade. You don't need to practice all 6 routines at once. You don't need a gym, expensive equipment, or even much space. What you truly need is simple. 1 minute a day, 1 small, intentional movement, 1 decision, to keep it up for just 1 week. That's how change begins. The Japanese don't stay healthy because they possess some hidden secret, they do it because they understand the power of small, consistent habits. Every day, they repeat simple actions, walking mindfully, stretching gently, squatting deeply, standing on one leg. Over time, these micro-habits compound into long-term vitality and strength. Consistency, not intensity, is what shapes a healthy life. You don't have to push yourself to exhaustion, you just have to show up for a single minute each day. That minute is a promise to your future self, a reminder that your well-being doesn't depend on willpower or perfection, but on quiet persistence. The difference between someday and today is just 60 seconds. Choose to start now. 1 minute may not seem like much, but over years, it can transform your body, sharpen your mind, and extend your life. The Japanese aren't stronger or more talented, they're simply more patient with the process. And that's their real secret. Conclusion: lessons learned. Aging doesn't have to mean accepting loss, it can mean choosing to live wisely. The Japanese way teaches us that growing older isn't about slowing down, it's about moving with intention. None of these exercises require strength, special equipment, or even sweat. They're not workouts in the traditional sense. They're habits of living, movements that keep the body functioning as it was meant to. In Japan, people don't move just to live longer. They move to live better, to stay independent, balanced, and connected to their own bodies. Each motion, no matter how small, is a quiet act of self-respect and mindfulness. You don't need to move to Japan to live like the Japanese. All it takes is one simple choice. Pick a movement, start today, and dedicate 1 minute to it each day for a week. That first week is all it takes to notice a change. Your body feels lighter, your mind clearer, your energy steadier. Once it becomes part of your routine, you'll realize it doesn't take time away from your day, it gives time back to your life. You won't feel tired, you won't break a sweat, but you'll begin to feel an invisible strength building within you, a quiet power that grows with each passing day. Small, consistent effort creates lasting transformation. 1 minute at a time, you can live not just longer, but better. Summary and call to action: senior health. You don't need to change your entire life. You just need to start, with 1 minute a day. That's all it takes. Each small act of movement is a quiet promise to yourself. And your body will thank you in ways you can actually feel. A little less stiffness, a bit more balance, a deeper sense of calm. These are not miracles, they're simply the body's way of saying, thank you for paying attention. Choose just one of the 6 Japanese-inspired movements, whichever speaks to you most. Write down the date you begin. Pay attention to how you feel after 1 week. Maybe your posture improves, or your mind feels clearer, or your mornings become lighter. Those subtle changes are signs of progress, the kind that lasts. This isn't about discipline or perfection, it's about awareness and consistency. The moment you decide to move with intention, you're already winning. Remember, 1 minute is short enough to fit into any day, yet powerful enough to shift the course of your health for years to come. And if you'd like, share your journey in the comments below. Tell others how you started, what you felt, what surprised you. I'll be there, reading, responding, and cheering you on. Because health isn't just personal, it's something we build together, 1 mindful minute at a time. Thank you so much for staying with Health 247 until the very end. Your support and attention are what inspire us to continue bringing you meaningful and useful content. If you found this video helpful, please give it a like, share it with your loved ones, and don't forget to subscribe to Health 247 so you won't miss our newest videos. We wish you health, peace, and happiness with your family.